Hi, I'm Neil.
And I'm Ryan from Premium Mortgage, and we wanted to talk about something that Neil and we talk about a lot, and it just came up yesterday where somebody had gotten a call from their realtor and they said, call my mortgage guy, and the mortgage guy right away said, give me your name, give me your address, and give me your social. That is the worst thing any lender or bank can do. Why, Neil?
Because they need to know what your problems are. They need to know whether you are ready to get a mortgage. They need to know whether we should pull your credit. There might be things that you have to do to get ready. And that's where we come in the best.
Guys, the worst thing any lender can do is pull your credit without knowing these 4 questions. Because in 3 minutes, I can easily understand exactly what's going on with your situation, and I know whether or not I should pull your credit or you should wait 3 to 6 months. Here's why. The first question I ask, or that we ask, is what is your credit score?
Or do you know what your credit score is?
If you don't know what your credit score is, chances are it's probably not very good. But most people who know their credit score know what's going on with their credit. Most people who have a lower credit score either are not sure what's happening with their credit or why it's happening. And if you have a credit score on Credit Karma that's 600 or in that vicinity, it's typically always going to be 30, 40 points lower. So there's no point in pulling your credit until we actually understand what's happening with it. The second thing is this. Let's say you go to buy a house, but you have no cash saved up. You have no assets. What happens if you have no cash for down payment?
You can't buy a house.
You're not buying a house. And I don't care what all these people say talking about grants. There's no way if you have none of your own money, you're buying your own house. Okay? The next thing is income. They want to understand 2 things. How much money do you make and how long have you been making it? Why is that so important, Neil, when it comes to jobs and income?
Because we have to show that you have a 2-year history of an income. We need to show that you have a track record, that you qualify for the house.
Yes. And then the last thing is expenses. One of our favorite problems that we get all the time, which really isn't a favorite, and I really don't like mentioning this in front of Neil because he gets, PTSD, but is if you go to buy a house and you say, I just bought a car. Do I qualify to buy a house now? The chances are probably not, especially when you have a $700 credit or car payment on a $4,000 loan.
2 days ago, I had a borrower that made $3,000 a month. Well, $3,000 a month, basically the most you're going to use is 50% of that, which is $1,500 that you can use for housing. But if you spend $700 on a car, how much do you have less? Where are you getting a house for $800 a month? And that was just the car. Everybody has credit cards too. So
right, credit cards, student loans. You might have.
My favorite line: I will drive you to the dealership after settlement.
Yes. So guys, the reality is this: when you're looking to get pre-approved for a mortgage, if your lender says, "Give me your name, your address, and your social,"
run.
Get out.
Run.
Okay. What does your credit look like? What do your assets look like? What's your income look like? And what are your expenses? Because remember, credit and assets are the 2 most important things. You take the income minus the expenses. With whatever's left over, this is what you get to buy home buying income. Okay?
We will never pull your credit until we know what these are, that they're all positive, that it makes sense. We will never pull. We might ask you to go on Credit Karma and tell us what your situation is, but we will not pull your credit until we know this. Most people don't want to waste time. Most of them next, and that person's not even going to call you back 9 out of 10 times.
So if you guys want to learn whether or not you qualify without having your credit pulled, give us a call, send us a message, and we'll make sure to help you. Have a great day.